There is a truth many women go their entire lives without hearing clearly, and when they finally do, something inside them awakens. You are enough, not when someone chooses you, not when you receive validation, not when you reach an external standard. You are enough right now, exactly as you are, with the story you carry, with the marks that remained, with the strength you had to build in silence. This video was created to speak to the woman who learned to demand too much from herself, to compare herself too much, to shrink herself too much, the woman who at some point believed she needed to become a different version of herself in order to be loved, desired, respected. But the truth is that everything you have been searching for outside has always been a reflection of what you have not yet learned to recognize within. The inner woman who lives inside you is not weak, not needy, not insufficient. She is wise, resilient, intuitive, and deeply powerful. But many times, she was silenced by expectations, criticism, rejection, and by the mistaken idea that love must be earned through effort and pain. Discovering your inner woman means ending the war with yourself. It means replacing self-criticism with compassion, comparison with admiration, guilt with kindness. It is understanding that you do not need to prove your worth because it was never in question. You do not need to change yourself to fit in, because those who are meant to stay will remain even when you are whole. When you begin to see yourself with respect, the world responds differently. When you treat yourself with kindness, boundaries become clear. When you honor yourself, relationships transform. Love stops being scarcity and becomes a choice. Desire stops being a desperate pursuit and becomes a natural consequence. Happiness stops depending on the outside and begins to live within. The inner woman you are about to discover does not ask permission to exist. She gives it to herself. She understands that being sensitive is not being weak, that being firm is not being harsh, that being whole is not being perfect. She learns to love herself on the good days and especially on the hard days. And the more you connect with this woman, the more confident, secure, and radiant you become. Because nothing is more attractive than a woman who knows who she is and is not afraid to be. Discovering your inner woman is a deep, transformative, and liberating process, because it is in this encounter that you stop living for the expectations of others and start living from the truth of your own heart. You realize that you do not need to be saved, completed, or validated because you are already whole. Relationships stop being a place of escape and become a space of exchange. You no longer lose yourself to keep someone. You no longer silence yourself to be accepted. You no longer disappear to be loved. You understand that you deserve reciprocity, presence, respect, and genuine affection. A woman who discovers she is enough does not beg for attention. She inspires connection. She does not accept crumbs because she knows the abundance she carries within. She is not afraid of being alone because she has learned to enjoy her own company. And this does not make her cold or distant. On the contrary, it makes her more loving, lighter, and more authentic. When you recognize your own value, the world begins to treat you according to that awareness. When you feel enough, desire flows naturally because confidence is magnetic. When you feel loved by yourself, the love of others stops being a necessity and becomes a gift. And if today you feel like you have lost yourself, disconnected from your essence, forgotten who you truly are, remember this: you can return at any moment the inner woman never leaves. She is simply waiting to be This video is an invitation to that reunion, to that reconnection, to that awakening. And if these words touched you, if something opened inside your heart, continue walking with us. Watch the other videos on the Love for Me channel, because each piece of content was created to strengthen your self-esteem, your emotional awareness, and the love you deserve to live, always beginning with the most important relationship of your life. The relationship with yourself